Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday, best day of the week. Today, we are honoring Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Last week, we had fire, and today, it's Mother Earth. And why? Because Mother Earth provides us with everything that we need. She provides us with sustenance, food, water, crystals. She gives us things that we can use to make other things. For example, antler and horn and bone and minerals like gold and silver. So today we're honoring Mother Earth. She also gives us, trees and plants, not just for us, but for all the other animals, for shade, for places to live, for sustenance. So thank you, Mother Earth, for everything that you do for us. We appreciate you. And today we're using the Lemurian Seed Saint Germain singing bell. To start us off, this is gonna charge up all the crystals in me and you. And this beautiful little plant that I got for Christmas from one of my friends. So everybody's going to get charged up with this beautiful singing bell. If you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. We've got 3 boxes, and hidden under each box is a stack, including 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal. And each stack tells a story. So you come up with an idea, issue, or question. It can pertain to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world, and then you choose 1 stack, 2 stacks, or all 3 stacks. Please use your intuition. A lot of times people will choose based on what's in the background. Do it however you have to, but use your intuition, okay? And you can choose all 3 stacks if you want. So, let's dive right in. If you chose stack number 1, your stone is actually petrified wood. Oh, can we focus on this? My new camera, I'm having a hard time focusing. Come on, guy. It's saying that it's tracking it, but it's not. Okay, we'll work on that. This is my new camera, so. Petrified wood. Petrified wood looks like stone. So if you go out into a lot of our national parks, if you're in the U.S., you will see a lot of petrified wood that looks like stone. I'm not going to get into that further, but let's just say there's a lot of petrified wood out there. The cool thing about petrified wood is you can use it to access other life memories, past life memories. You can use it to work with old traumas because it has a link to the past, because this is a very, 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 very old piece of wood. So it's been around for a long, long, long time. It's really good for doing that past life regression work. It's very grounding and stabilizing. And you can use this as a protection stone. It also promotes new beginnings. So if you are starting up a new hobby, starting up a new side hustle, starting up a new business, new relationship, this is a really good stone to have, whether it's, with your papers, in your cash register drawer, in your pocket, if it's a relationship, under your bed, because it has longevity. So it's promoting that new thing to have a long lifespan. Okay? So that is your stone. And let's see what your first card from the Tarot Grand Lux says. And you get, oh man, this is just not, okay, I'm going to have to work on this. It says tracking, but it is not tracking. You get the Ace of Cups. I just talked about new beginnings with that piece of petrified wood, and now you get the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about, guess what? New beginnings. And it's a happy beginning because the cups, that's emotions. I mean, I was gonna say, just look at the look on the goldfish's face. Those goldfish are happy. This is bringing in a new beginning. It's watery. It's happy. It's something that you want to do. Now, either it's coming in or you are bringing it in. Okay, it could go either way. Maybe you're starting something new. Like I said, with that petrified wood, maybe you have a side hustle. This is going to be your good thing because both of these the card and the stone, are talking about longevity and an exciting new thing. Now we're going to add to that a card from the Spirit Song Tarot, and we get the Five of Shells. Oops, getting a lot of glare. The Five of Shells. It always amuses me in this deck that they represent it with a certain animal. Like, I never would have put the firefly with the Five of Shells, but it does kind of make sense. You know, they have a little exoskeleton, which is kind of like a shell. The firefly brings the light. So whatever your new endeavor is, either you need to bring in the light or the light is coming in from the divine. The Five of Shells, this is the Five of Cups or the Five of Water. So we've got the Ace of Cups and we've got the Five of Cups. This is, here's our new beginning, and the light is being shined on it from somewhere. Maybe you're the firefly. Yeah, maybe you're the firefly. Maybe someone else is the firefly and they're bringing in the light. But you need the light for this because what you're doing needs to be, you need to be working with the divine. Okay? So let's see what your third card says. Air Chalice. So this is from the Dragon Wisdom deck. Now, what's interesting is you've got the Chalice of Cups, and now you've got the Chalice of Air. So again, new beginning. You've got the Petrified Wood, new beginning. You've got the Ace of Cups, new beginning. You've got this is basically the Ace of Air, new beginning. And you're shining the light on this new beginning, or somebody is. So let's see. Let me see what happens when I do that. I'm really going to have to work with this camera. Let's see what Air Chalice says. These are in alphabetical order, so it should be right up front. Air Chalice. The Air Chalice says, Alba, the queen of all dragons, is white as freshly fallen snow, and her scales are adorned with thousands of sparkling diamonds. She is the guardian of the four holy chalices, the protector of the four elements, and the warden of the holy hall of baptism in which these chalices stand. This very day, the great white queen has invited you to take part in a baptism in the element of air. The baptism is a rite, a rebirth, a ritual cleansing. Baptism is the threshold from the old to a new way of being. And we've got that with all these cards, right? The old way is what you were doing, and now we've got new beginnings here. That's the new way. Prepare yourself for this ritual by washing and putting on white clothing. Prepare your room by lighting some candles and playing pleasant music. I would play frequency music. Make yourself comfortable. It says lay the card on your heart. Imagine you're laying the card on your heart and close your eyes. Now visualize yourself going to stand before the great chalice. Take your time. Stand in front of the holy air chalice and visualize laying aside your clothing. 3 steps lead up to the chalice. Climb the steps and climb inside. Feel how the holy air of the chalice surrounds you and the air currents envelop you. The holy air is flowing through your body, cascading through your head, cool and fresh. This element cleanses your understanding. For the holy men among our ancestors, the druids and the sorcerers, air was the most difficult of all the elements to control. It was the master element, unfathomable, and is the last on your path to becoming a master. It opens up new horizons for you, so give yourself over to this element. Let go of all the knowledge in your head. Create space for a new divine wisdom. Practice thought control and think positive thoughts. Your thoughts and your words shape your life. Now, as I was saying those words, I have goosebumps going literally from my toes to the top of my head and back down and up and down. So I know that this is working because as I was talking, I was actually visualizing doing that, what the words said. And I was visualizing that air wrapping around me. I don't know about you. It felt pretty amazing. This is something that you can do whenever you choose to do it. You know, find a nice quiet place. Do this. That was Althea. I'm sure you probably heard that. Oh, thank you for giving us your 2 cents worth, baby girl. So practice doing this and allow the air to cleanse you. A lot of times, you know, air is looked at as the swords in the tarot deck. And a lot of people are like, oh man, not swords, not more swords. Use the element of air to cleanse you, to heal you, to take away all those things you do not need and that do not serve your highest and greatest purpose. Okay? So, you've got new beginnings coming. And I got to point out, this chalice is huge, by the way. Big new beginning. Beautiful new beginning. But a new beginning with the light shining on it. And using the element of air to help bring in that change. And, you know, I don't know if you can see this, but the flame on this candle has just been going kind of crazy. I'm not moving, and nobody else is. Althea's laying over there on the floor. So a lot of air going on with that candle. Really interesting. Another thing, too, is I have radiator heat, so it's not like anything's blowing in here. There's no blowing. So thank you, air, for doing that. All right, let's do a little singing bell. That was stack number 1. New beginnings for you. Whatever you asked about. It's new and it's good. Oh, this little plant is going to be so happy with all this good energy. She's just going to grow like crazy. All right, if you chose stack number 2, your stone is Fancy Jasper. Now, I have lots of tumbles of Fancy Jasper, and then I have Raw. And this is the one that wanted to join us today. It looks like a piece of candy, a piece of fudge. This is what it looks like before it gets tumbled. But, you know, Jasper comes in all colors. So, look at that. That is so cool. So Jasper is a stone of gentleness and relaxation. It can help enhance your ability to relax and bring tranquility and comfort and wholeness, healing, but also gentle endings. So a lot of times when we're going to end something, we do it abruptly. This can help us to be more gentle with that ending. And that's not just for other people, that's for ourselves. None of us likes something that's abrupt, right? We need a transition, whether it's a transition into something new or a transition to end something old. Jasper is a really good protection stone. All the Jaspers, whether it's tumbled or raw, whether it's ocean jasper or fancy jasper or red jasper or whatever, they're all very, very good protection stones. In mystical healing lore, I hate saying the word mystical because that just means historical to me. Jasper is said to be good for the liver, gallbladder, and soothing to the stomach. So if you have any kind of digestion issues, this is a really good stone to have on you. And I would carry it in a lower pocket, pants pocket or a low jacket pocket. Fancy jasper is reputed to be particularly good at bringing energies of wholeness and healing to an environment or situation. So having jasper in the room of your home where there's any kind of stress would be good. Whether, a room where there's maybe arguments or just heated discussions. So kind of like every home should have some jasper in it right now. And like for the last 3 years. All right, your first card is from the Tarot Grand Luxe. Ooh, and you get the 7 of Coins. The 7 of Coins. She's harvesting. She's got 1 in the basket here. There's 3 on the tree. Yeah, and if you're an old car buff, I'm not talking about, okay, never mind. And she's got 3 more in this basket here. She's harvesting. It is time to start the harvest. And I say start the harvest because she doesn't have all of them collected yet, but it's time to start the harvest. Whatever your question is, it's time to start the harvest. Or it also means material things are coming to you. Maybe she's the one that's going to bring it to you. But whatever this is, it's material things, it's material goods, it's money, it's a home, it's something physical from the material world that is coming to you. And it's lucky number 7. So let's see what the Spirit Song Tarot has to add. And we get another 7. Okay, we got double 7 here. 7 of Crystals, also known as the 7 of Earth. We have 2 cards exactly the same from 2 different decks. So if this isn't a sign, I don't know what is. 7 and 7. This deck calls it the 7 of Crystals. This deck, it's the 7 of Coins, but it's the same thing. It's the 7 of the material world. It's the 7 of money, home. It could be a new job, but there's something physical here. In this deck, it's represented by the aardvark, which always makes me laugh. Because he is kind of cute. I mean, I don't really want to meet an aardvark, but in a picture, he's cute. But there's all this abundance coming to you. Okay? So I guess maybe, plan for it. Remember that your thoughts create and your feelings create. So start allowing your feelings to feel like you already have that $1 million or that $100,000 or whatever. And don't think small, okay? Think big. Because if you can imagine you already have it and you're grateful, it comes to you that much better and that much sooner. You have to be grateful though, and feel it. Feel it in your heart. I am so grateful for all the large quantities of money and other resources that come to me that I need so that I can help other people. When you help other people, then it's that much easier to manifest. So it's coming to you. You got double 7s. I'm not the kind of person that goes to the casino or Vegas or anything like that. But I can imagine double 7s are pretty darn good. So you've got double 7s coming. And we're going to add to that a card from the Dragon Wisdom deck, and you get Divine Order. Big, powerful green dragon. Divine Order. Let's see what the book says about Divine Order. There it is. If you drew this card, you are ready to receive your Divine Order. These two cards, the sevens, these are all about get in receive mode. Okay? Get in receive mode. And now this is saying you're ready to receive your divine order. But what is divine order and what does it signify for you? What does being healed and whole mean for you? Can you recognize that you would like to be complete? Do you want to say yes to the divine order within you from deep in your heart? Good. Divine order is a pattern, a note, a harmony on which everything is based. It is the law of source. Think about this order now and abandon all false paths, as these lead only into darkness. So, like I was saying, prepare yourself for this abundance and prosperity that's coming to you, these resources that are coming to you. Know they're divine. Be grateful. Feel in your heart the feelings that you already have all this money or whatever this thing is. Maybe it's a house. You already have it, but feel those feelings. Feel what it feels like to have that, whether it's money in your bank account or $1 bills all over your bed and you're just going to go roll in it. Feel that feeling, that excitement, that, oh my gosh, I am so grateful. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me, etc., etc. Because that's when we attract. So if we feel like we already have the perfect love for us in our lives, we are a magnet for that perfect love. If we feel in our hearts and our minds that we already have whatever this thing is that you want, you become a magnet for that thing. But you have to feel it. So the meditation that goes with this from the dragons says, light a white candle and play some calming music. There's a theme. Close your eyes and call in the green emerald dragon and ask it to take you to the place that is right and meaningful for you in this moment in order to restore divine order within you. You know, it's different for everybody. It could be, you know, you end up on a mountaintop. It could be you end up in a cave. It could be you're in a meadow. It could be you're on top of a skyscraper in New York. Wherever it feels most comfortable to you. Feel how this wonderful dragon enters your room and invites you to fly to a secret place. Climb onto its back and trust this wise creature. It brings you, it's going to tell you where it's going. It brings you to an ancient hidden temple, and this holy place stands before you, surrounded by exotic plants and towering trees. The dragon takes you into the inner sanctum of the temple, where you find a column of green light. Step into this column of light and feel how the green light surrounds you, coursing through your body. Now ask for your divine order to be restored using your inner voice. Absorb through the pores of your skin the vibration of the green light deep within you. Ask for divine order for your entire system and then let go. Say aloud, I am in divine order. Take a deep breath, resurrected in perfect divine order, and step out of the column of light. Spend another moment with the green dragon in the temple and feel the sensation of what has just happened. Now allow the dragon to take you home. Wow, that's cool. Be in that green light. All right. Let's do that. That was stack number 2. You got some abundance coming to you. And what's really interesting is I've got this wand here with the citrine. And guess what citrine is all about? Yeah, there's abundance. All right. Let's do a little singing bell. Wonderful. And let's move on to stack number 3. If you chose stack number 3, your stone, which is sort of a stone, kind of like stack number 1 had petrified wood. Well, stack number 3 has jet. And jet is fossilized organic matter. It looks like coal, and it's used as a healing stone. Now, if you have a bunch of black stones in your collection, jet is so easy to figure out because it's super light. It feels like it's going to float right out of my hand because it's organic matter. Okay? It's very airy. It feels really light. But jet is very protective and can be used for purification, power, and healing. It draws out negative energy and alleviates unreasonable fears. That'd be all fears. Jet promotes taking control of life. It balances mood swings, alleviates depression, can help bring stability and balance. It cleanses the base or root chakra and can stimulate the rise of the Kundalini force. Now, if you don't know what that is, you might want to look into Kundalini, but you got to be ready for it because when it happens, it can be rather startling. I know I got a phone call last night from somebody. We were talking about Kundalini, and let's just say it can be startling. Jet can also help stabilize your finances and protect you during business pursuits. So if, like in stack number 1, if you were starting up your own business, this would be a good stone also to have with you. Keep it with your business papers, keep it in your cash register drawer or your cash box or next to your Square or your computer because you use PayPal, Venmo, etc., etc., etc. It can also help to release stored pain and locked up feelings. So, very important. It can treat migraines, epilepsy, and colds, heal stomach pain. It aids in the cleansing of the liver and kidneys. It's also good for menstrual cramps. So, lots of uses for this little guy here. It's a good stone to have on hand or in your pocket. We're going to start with a card from the Tarot Grand Lux. And we are starting off with the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Air. The Queen, she's the one, she's been there, done that. This Queen did not rise to power just because of who she married. She fought for her throne, okay? She knows how to use this sword. Think about all those movies out there that, the queen doesn't just sit on a chair. She's not just a figurehead. This Queen of Swords, she goes out and she gets stuff done, okay? She's not going to take crap from anybody. She's got a sword and she knows how to use it. So there's, that's masculine energy. The swords are masculine energy. And I don't mean male, female. I mean masculine energy, the get her done, protective energy. It can be nurturing, but it's also very, very protective. And get her done. Okay, your next card is from the Spirit Song Tarot, and you get a Major Arcana. So we've got 2 very powerful cards here. Major Arcana card number 9. This is the Hermit. And then we've got this Queen. The Hermit is not necessarily somebody that goes out and lives in the desert all by themselves. Okay? The Hermit is somebody that goes inside themselves and can be introspective. Kind of like the bear in the cave in the winter, only we're the bear and the cave is ourselves, our mind, our heart. So the reason we become introspective is to get wisdom, to get information. Meditate. When I meditate, I'm talking to my guides and I'm asking for answers. I'm asking for information. I'm asking for knowledge and wisdom, so that I can become the queen, right? So I feel like in order to become the queen, in order to become the powerful person you're meant to be. Now, if you're a guy and you're listening to this, it doesn't mean you're going to be a queen. It means you're going to be that high level decision maker, okay? That powerful being that you're meant to be. in order to get there, we need to be meditating. We need to be working with our spirit guides. We need to be working with ascended masters. Whoever you work with is up to you, okay? It's who you are comfortable with. But you need to work with them so that you can be this powerful being. Now, only work with beings from the light, okay? I'm not going to come over and do an exorcism on you if you start working with dark stuff. Work with beings from the light. Gain that information, knowledge, and wisdom. Because you know what? They're way more intelligent than the internet. And they're going to give you the answers that are good for you. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's good for you. Doesn't mean it's true either, but we are all different beings in these human suits. And what works for one being won't necessarily work for another. What works for me won't necessarily work for you, and vice versa. So that's why we need to be talking to our guides, angels from the light, ancestors who live in the light, so that we can become this wise person on the throne, this powerful being that I know you're supposed to be. Okay, let's see what the dragons have to say. Hang on one sec, I'm going to get a drink of water. You get Temple of the Sun. Look at that golden dragon. Temple of the Sun. Let's see what the book says about that. Somebody should have turned her phone off, I guess. Temple of the Sun. If you drew this card, the sun god himself has invited you to enter his golden temple and to look into the mirror of truth. This is a great honor. Prepare for this journey by showering and dressing in white clothing, or wear none at all. Draw a Star of David on a large sheet of paper. Play some calming music and light 6 gold or white candles. Sit down on the paper and arrange the candles around you, ensuring each star tip points to a candle. Close your eyes and call your personal dragon to you. Ask your dragon to take you to the mirror of truth. Your imagination is a gift from the divine source, so do not be shy about using it. Fly to the sun. The sun god will protect you from the heat and bright light. Your dragon delivers you to the entrance to the golden temple. Dismount and enter the temple alone, where you will see a large gold mirror. Take your time, walk slowly to the mirror, stand in front of it, look into it, and recognize yourself as a dragon rider. See the gown or clothing that you wear as a dragon rider, the color of your hair, and the items you carry with you, your jewelry or your ritual objects. This is you. Take this image deep into your heart and hear the voice of the sun god as he tells you, you are the light that your world needs. Now, turn around and return to your dragon. Look into its large and loving eyes and recognize the joy in them. It is so glad to see you in the gown that you wear as a dragon rider. Thank the sun god and let your dragon take you home. I have goosebumps everywhere. Oh my gosh. That was pretty crazy. I felt like I was on the sun while I was reading that. So Temple of the Sun. In other words, I was saying, do what you have to gain all this wisdom so that you can be the powerful being that you are. And then you get this Temple of the Sun with this golden dragon that takes you to the sun and gives you this short meditation. This is all about you coming into your own. You knowing that you are more than just this human body. Knowing that you're more than just the consciousness inside the human body that's your vehicle. You are so powerful. So meditate, whether it's with this golden dragon or your spirit guides, meditate so that you can become familiar with who you really are and how powerful you really are. Okay, woo. And, have having a little jet with you for protection, that'd be all right too. Okay, that was stack number 3. We're gonna close with some Singing Bell, Crystal Lemurian Seed, Saint Germain, Singing Bell. Thank you everybody for joining me. It's been a pleasure. This is why I do this. I do this for you guys. So if you can like my video or share it or subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. I'm not a hard sell, but I appreciate everything that you do to support me. I love you guys, and I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, divine order, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve it all. Namaste, my beautiful soul family.